It's time to have a heart to heart. I know a lot of you are coming over here mistreated and definitely upset about the AMC, Ape, and even GameStop saga. But this is a whole different ball game, and I'm going to explain why in a moment. The biggest thing here is that the market we're dealing with as a whole is Fraud Street. So when you compare this to AMC, it's a completely different entity. It's so different in many ways. And I really am getting a little upset that people can't see the difference. And I want people to learn and understand why we're in this fight and why we're so passionate about it. Okay, there's always going to be the people that have something to say. They're going to talk. They're going to give the little cheeky comment. Oh, your GTI videos. Oh, what does that mean? Buy more AMC, buy more Ape. Got it. Everyone's always going to have that sarcastic remark or that chip on their shoulder. And I get it. I completely understand. But have a little bit of perspective and understand I fought that war in AMC. I was relentless, nonstop since January of 21. I decided to exit before the ape split because it didn't make sense in my opinion. But people keep asking, "Oh, did you stop covering ape? Why?" I mean, are you looking at the same chart we're looking at? It's time to have a serious, talk with yourself and realize what it is you're dealing with. In these plays, they made it personal, okay? And they made it personal with the wrong people. Ken Griffin, Steve Cohen, the BlackRock, State Street, Vanguards, you're not going to beat them. You're not going to sue them, and you're not going to win against those guys. They can drop 100 million on the stock like nothing. Blink their eyes and it won't even matter to them. It's like pennies to us. Okay, and retail is never going to have the strength to buy enough. Now, what we've seen over time with AMC and Ape is that people want to keep YOLOing the options chain. That was a big thing, is that every time it get a little spark of faith, anytime it looked like it was going to break out, people would go all into the options chain, dump a shit ton of money into the YOLOs, the highest strike, the cheapest ones, and then the next 2 or 3 weeks, they would destroy the stock. Okay. And I could tell you the numbers perfectly from AMC without even looking at it. The top 77, 52.79, 34.33, and then right at these peaks, it was 28.50, 28.20, halt here, and halt at 72. So when people say, what's the difference between GTI? Please, if you're gonna wanna educate yourself and learn, then you have to be able to listen and stop taking everything you think you know from AMC and get rid of it because it's different. It's very different. The biggest thing here is you can't halt the stock. Why didn't it run at 34.33 on April Fool's Day? They halted the stock and then it died after. Look at the stock. It died. I watched it right before the ape. They hit the same halt at 28.50, 28.20. The stock died. Okay, they can't do that in GTI. When we talked about the options chain, if you short 100 million shares, you can buy 1 million call options, which is significantly cheaper. It's significantly less capital. And guess what? Your whole position's hedged if something goes wrong, right? You buy $10, say the price is at $10, you short 100 million shares and you buy a million call options. The stock blows up and it goes to $100. You can exercise a million call options, 100 million shares, and then you're good to go. You're going to at least gain a lot of that pain back, right? You can hedge yourself. There's a way to, save your ass in case things go wrong. In GTI, you can't do that. The only way is to buy. You buy 100 million stock of GTI, it's going to go to 3, 4 digits. So that doesn't work. Okay, like we just said, there's no options chain. So there's no hitting max pain. There's no rinse and repeating and crushing retail for 3, 4 weeks straight after they buy the YOLOs, which is a huge deal. Okay, Ken Griffin's a market maker. He controls 70% of the order flow. Now, yes, that's across the board. This was a personal play when people started flying banners over his building. They started digging into him, right? He's a guy who just bought his 20th house at a $150 million house. Okay, there are levels to this game, guys. Steve Cohen owns the Mets. He's a multi-billionaire. Okay, go watch the show Billions. This guy's highly powerful, highly connected. You're not going to beat him. You're not. If you want to and you want to keep fighting the fight, good luck. But I did this for a long time and I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking out of my ass. All the other guys on there, I don't care who they are. And a lot of them follow me and I follow a lot of them on Twitter and they're very smart guys. They're very intelligent TA guys, but they're wrong on AMC. They're dead wrong. Okay. When I sold this at 20 and a little above, little below 18, 20, 25 in this range, whatever I sold it for before it split, I didn't think that it was ever going to run. I thought the play was over, and that's why I sold it. And what has happened since? The play's died. Look at this. Yeah, anytime right here, everyone at $10, oh, it's gonna run, it's gonna go to the moon, and then it died. How many times have you been saying it's gonna run? You've been saying it since January of 21, February, March, April. Oh, it's gonna run. Oh, they have to pay us. It's the same sentence over and over and over again. Okay. It's not going to run. And if it does, I hope you prove me wrong. I hope you do because I want that for you guys. I really, really do want that for you guys. Okay. But I've seen enough. And I'm tired of hearing about it and people saying, oh, you're not covering it anymore. Why not? Or what's the difference? This is the difference. 10.50 down to $1.95. GTII is trading 2.5 times that price. The company earns nothing. Okay, before they signed the deal with 1-800 Law Firm, they didn't earn anything. So they have 2.5 times the market value than Ape. Come on. What I think is very simple is that Adam Aaron, whether it was above his pay grade, someone, whoever it might be, the federal government, or it could be other hedge funds and whatnot, they don't want to allow this play to run because it could have a detrimental effect. Now, at this point, I don't know. Okay, there's so many people that have sold and moved on and they've gave the shares up to the open market. I don't think this play is ever going to run. Or if it is, AMC maybe will run, 30, $40, but I don't even want to sit there and speculate on what it could do because I just don't think it's going to run. That's my personal opinion. I'm not telling you to sell, not telling you to stop fighting your fight, but don't come on here and in my comments and start talking about AMC and Ape. Okay, because I did that, been there, done that, gave my honest opinion when the stock was $20. I sold it. I said I'm moving on. And where's the stock price at now? $5-6. Where was Ape at? $10. It lost nearly 7x its value. What else is there to say? What else do you want me to cover on this stock? You want me to watch it bleed with you? No, thank you. Okay. So if you want to keep holding it, you want to keep believing in it, have fun. Good luck. I wish you the best. I hope one day you come back. And I truly wholeheartedly say this from the bottom of my heart. I hope you come back one day and tell me you were wrong. You were wrong, Avid. I would say, you know what? You were right. Congratulations. Because I want that for you, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. When we look at GTII, the reason why I just don't entertain the BS, and I don't, because look at the stock. It was 62 cents 3 weeks ago. Okay, let's just go to 64 cents up to 8.97. The stock is up 1,300% in 10 bars, which is 10 trading days or 2 weeks, 14 days. Please give me a stock that you've called out in the past 2 weeks that's ran 1,300%. I have so many people that are messaging me they made all their money back that they've lost on AMC over 2 years and 2 weeks. People that have paid off their bills, that have made their life a lot easier, that is less stress in their household now, and they have room to breathe financially, that have taken all their money, all their initial position off the table, and they're all playing on house money comfortably. Let's go to where it closed at 525. The company's consolidating 3 straight consolidation days at 700% up in 2 weeks. And you have the audacity to come at me. You have the nerve to come at me and tell me that I'm bag holding, that I'm a pumper, that I don't know what I'm talking about. Please. Okay, that is going to get you blocked moving forward. I'm not wasting my time with you anymore. If you want to hate on the stock, no problem. Talk to yourself about it. Okay, this is the heart to heart we need to have. Again, I'm going to just repeat myself for anyone that doesn't understand. This is a stock that has one trap short seller in it. If we look at the data here, and it came out today that was 61% short, 2 million at 2.1 out of the 3.4 million. What we've seen in the past 3 weeks since September 19th is 43.89 million shares plus the additional 8 million from the warrants. That's over 51 million shares short in the past 3 weeks out of the 73 million total volume. Okay, they have not covered the stock. They only continue to sell it down. But what are we seeing? They can't. What attacks have they done? For all the people that say it's a pump and dump, the stock would be right back at 60 cents or $1 where we bought it if it was a pump and dump. Look at any of the fraudulent stocks. Look at HKD. The stock went from 30 to 2000 and it went all the way back down. Everyone pumped it up, sold it all off in a dump. People aren't selling here. People are continuing to buy. I'm continuing to buy. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I never have. I can only guide you and tell you what I think, what my opinions are. I can't force you to do anything. But the stock's consolidating up 700%. So I guess I'm a bag holder. Okay. What we see on the daily chart is a incredible support to the 9 EMA above the 21, clearly above the 200 here. We see 1, 2 little touches. It holds support again. Nasty attack all the way down to 380. And everyone came out of the woodworks. The stock's over. It's a pump and dump. It's garbage. The next day it went up to 620. Okay. So look at that support from 380 up to 620. Okay. That was over 60% in one day. It bounced right back. And it's held very strong since, with all the attacks, with putting the stock in slow motion, with continuing to chop it down and naked short it over 60% on average. They continue to hit the stock. And guess what? They can't pull it down. The attacks keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and we see it. So I don't understand what people are talking about. I don't understand where the disconnect is. What do you want to do? You want me to cover AMC every day? And what do you want me to tell you? What would you like me to observe in this stock? You want me to watch it bleed with you? No, thank you. No, thank you. The stock, let's go back to the 16th. The stock was $10.43, right? And we were talking about the stock at 60 cents. So from 1042 down to 639, the stock has lost 38% since I started covering GTI, or a little after that. And our stock has ran 700%. So are you here for the opinions or are you here for the facts? Because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So I don't know what else I could say. I want the Ape and the AMC community to get a win here. That's why I told everyone I think this is a good value play at the bottom. We bought it dead bottom and we're not selling it. Okay, when I say we're burning the boat and we're doing all these things, yeah, that's great. But that's really how I feel. I have not sold the stock. I've continued to buy it. I've averaged up multiple times. I bought the stock on the dip at 390. I bought it at 410 on this low. I did. I've showed it. Okay. That's my money. That's my profits that I want to reinvest from finger motion into here. And that finger motion is a whole nother beast. Okay. People keep asking, what's the next play? What's the next play? You're in it. You're looking at it. It's GTI. It hasn't ended yet. Okay. Please stop going at all the haters. Timmy Yikes. Don't even mention this guy anymore. I'm tired of hearing his name. He's a clown. He's a con artist. He's a salesman. I don't know what else you want. Stop tagging him. Leave him alone. He wants to short the stock. Fine. He doesn't want to. He wants to go long. He wants to sell you programs. I don't care. Okay. He's irrelevant. Anyone that wants to short the stock, we welcome you. Okay. One trap short seller that can't keep the price down. All they could do is try and temporarily buy some time and put the stock in slow motion. And we've seen that. We've seen that, right? It's the same chart every day. It runs up, they wait until it peaks and the buying power ends, and then they hit it down, they put it in slow motion, and the volume goes sideways. High volume, flat, high volume, flat, high volume, flat. Almost every day like clockwork. And what happens? 380, 410, 479, and then what we saw here, $5 low. The lows keep getting gradually higher. That's why we formed this little wedge of this pennant here. Okay, so I'm very comfortable with the stock. I'm extremely happy. And again, all this comes from the bottom of my heart. I just want to see everyone do well. I don't want to see these guys get blown up in Ape or AMC. I don't. I've been saying it for so long. But, if you guys want hopium and you want to watch the pumpers and we're going to the moon every time and they keep redrawing the chart to make it look good, I don't know. Maybe you just want to hear what you want to hear. You want to be yes to death. You want someone to just agree with you. I'm not here to agree with you. I want you to make money. I'm not charging you $1. I'll never take $1 from you ever because I don't need it. Okay, I don't need your money. That's the difference between me and these other guys. I don't need your 2 cent. I don't need your fucking $50 subscription. Okay. Timmy Yikes and these other dudes, they need your 150 a month to fuel their lifestyle. So that's it. I'm not entertaining these clowns anymore. That's the main difference. You have a company that is willing to fight for you to go and go tooth and nail against these guys, these scumbag, toxic lending short sellers that want to see, this stock die. They want to take food off your table, and we're gonna fight for you. So, like I said, it's not a joke. I'm burning the boat. We ain't going nowhere. I'm here fighting next to you. If that makes you feel any better, if you need that reassurance, I haven't sold a share and I'm not going to sell a share. Okay? I'm not selling anything right now at these levels. So, that's my 2 cents. That was the heart to heart we needed to have. I hope you guys understand. It's only coming because, I really care about you. Okay, this comes from a good, genuine place in my heart. And this had to be said on a Friday. It had to be said to you this way. You have to get the tough love. I'm not going to hold your hand through this shit. Okay, that's how it is. You want the other guys to yes you to death and we're going to the moon as the stock's bleeding 40% in the past 3 weeks? Good luck. Go on your TA guys that pump you up. I'm not here. I'm here giving you a stock that's done real movement, that's had real serious gains, that before it's even covered, before it's even squeezed, people have made life-changing money. Enjoy the weekend, guys. I'll be back to update you as always, and we'll see you in the next one.